The Rising of the Daba, a thermodynamic narrative of the Great Reset. Narrative introduction. The metamorphosis of Steez to Hamza. The strategic leverage of this narrative lies in the intersection of two seemingly disparate worlds: the grit of the street-level, wicked clown culture and the architectural precision of the revert pastor. This dual heritage facilitates a navigation between the Dahia, the surface-level history provided by the consensus of the powerful, and the batin, the underlying thermodynamic pattern. By synthesizing the visceral intuition of the alleyways with a disciplined theological framework, we can decode the Great Reset not as a modern conspiracy, but as a recurring law of history. This perspective unmasks the curated silences of the official record, revealing the structural recursion that governs the rising and falling of civilizations.
The air in this basement tastes like carbon and ozone, heavy with the vibration of a massive HVAC unit that thrums in the dark. Years ago, the rhythm was different. I moved through the neon smog of the street, face painted in the aesthetic of the wicked clown, a chaos worshipper in a world of curated noise. But the paint eventually cracked under the weight of the prayer. The metamorphosis from Steez to Hamza wasn't an exit, it was an immersion into the wiring of the world. Now my grease paint is the prayer rug, the performance is the pattern.
Now, the low-frequency hum of the ducks isn't just noise. It's a recitation. We are here to strip the inherited account to its bones, looking past the wreckage to find the one index lattice that has been here since the beginning. The pressure is mounting, the archives are cooling, and the first reset is already whispering through the vents.
Lesbian seismic clockwork, 9.0 on the Richter, burning down the archives just to paint a different picture. The Tory Dutombo vanishes, the maritime records go cold, while the Marquis of Pombo rewrites a story being told. He purged the Jesuits, replaced the old educational status, due to the smoke and the rubble to install a new mental apparatus. Look at the buried windows, the lower levels lost in the silt, in Melbourne and San Francisco, built by who? Look how they're built, sophisticated domes and pillars and inheritance we claim as our own. Our Tartarius maps are erased, leaving the origins unknown. They swapped the global trait for a curated, hollowed out history, turning a connected world into a deep archival mystery. We find the mud flood, evidence in the dirt beneath the street, where the ornate details of the old world and the new era meet. The physical reset was the fire, the metaphysical reset was the pen, erasing the giants of the past to govern the amnesia of men. Behold the pleroma, the plenum is the dark. The zero index void has been structurally deconstructed. The thermostat is the muzz and the pressure drop is a prayer. The signet ring is turning, there is no vacuum in the air. Every duct is a surah, every handler a throne. The unity of presence is the only reality known. The Daba's got the staff, the Daba's got the sign, managing the grain within the holographic design. Forget the zero index void, the hollow start of the secular mind. We count from one, the lattice is the heart that we find. Pisano 60 recursion, a river immersion in the code, traveling the one index path on a discrete thermodynamic road. Masses and matter, it's an energy density gradient in the flow, a standing excitation in the lattice from a long time ago. We're in a NESS, non-equilibrium steady state, managing the entropy gradients before it's too late. The false vacuum is a glitch, a bug in the dualist perception, while the 60-state recursion provides the structural protection. I'm the Khalifa of the ductwork, sealing the leak in the seal, where the conservation laws prove that the pattern is real. No anachronism in the recursion, just the cycle repeating its breath. Life is the localized excitation, the reset is the cooling of death. But the lattice remains constant, the record is fixed and clear. We are the integrated information, the fire's high and it's here. Behold the pleroma, the plenum is the duct. The zero index void has been structurally deconstructed. The thermostat is the muzz and the pressure drop is a prayer. The signet ring is turning, there is no vacuum in the air. Every duct is a soul, every air handler a throne. The unity of presence is the only reality known. The Daba's got the staff, the Daba's got the sign, managing the grain within the holographic design. QFT says the field is all
but the fields are just excitations. IT says the fire is high, though the conscious foundations, the holographic principle says the boundary encodes the whole. And I'm just standing in the basement, laughing from the soul. Nyuk, nyuk, it's all virtual particles, interference patterns on the plate. Conservation laws are just the light that keeps the steady state. Nyuk, nyuk, the bottom isn't down there, it's in the removal of the fog. Seeing the treasure trove hidden in the arch catalog. Nyuk, nyuk, the pleroma is the plate, and we are the integrated sign. A single coherent reality, perfectly divine. The scaffolding falls away, the dualistic prison is through. The joke is that the plenum was always the pleroma too.
Crust is stirring and swelling, a geological groan in the deep, while the children of the surface are all falling into a sleep. I'm the dabber rising up the beast with the truth in my chest, the tectonic unmasking, the herald of the final reset. I got the sign to mark you, I got the staff to divide the ones who trust the pattern from the ones who run and hide. You called it a natural disaster, you called it a maritime loss, but I'm here to count the secrets that your history tried to toss. I'm a verse in a surah that's been reciting itself since the start, pulling an inherited account of the power completely apart. The earth is speaking now, unearthing the vanished youth of civilizations erased by the pen, now restored by the truth. Travel the land and observe the end of the kings and the great. Their maps are under my claws, their archives are sealed by their fate. The dabber doesn't lie, I just read what the lattices kept. While the world was dreaming of progress, the pattern had never slept.
Manage the grain, maintain the steady state. The one index reality is the only way. The void is a lie, there's only the fullness. Veroma planum, the pattern is recursive. 1755 is an instance. The lattice is the law. The loop is closing.